Hey guys, how's it going? Okay, I got a comment from Englandrevival in regards to why am I only blaming Man United for the salary fiasco. And I sent a comment back to him saying, fair enough, you're right, it's Man City and Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool are all part of the problem too. But let's really just kind of break this down for Man United, not just because I'm picking on them, but because they've had such a clear domination in the English Premier League, and before then, in English football. Let's look at the history of the English Premier League. It's been around, just under 30 years now, and how many titles does Man United have compared to Chelsea? Chelsea has, I think, 2. Arsenal, I think, has 2. Liverpool, 1 or 2. Blackburn, 1. Where are the rest? That's right, the rest are with Man United. They have the rest of the titles. And it's so sad. That's not just luck. That's not just good luck that Man United has had. And sure, they've had Sir Alex Ferguson, and he's an outstanding manager. But he's not taking players, current players I should say, currently in the last 4 or 5 seasons, that are coming up from the Man United Academy. I'm looking at Berbatov, came from Tottenham. Michael Carrick came from Tottenham. Tevez came from West Ham. Wayne Rooney came from Everton. These aren't players being developed in the Man United Academy. And then Sir Alex Ferguson is wielding his magic and turning them into superstars. That isn't the case. That may have been the case in the past. It's not the case now. What he is doing is still outstanding. He is taking high-quality players with large egos and meshing them together, just like Jose Mourinho did when he was at Chelsea, and turning them into a championship team. Now, they have turned into the Goliath of the EPL. They are dominating the EPL. They are dominating, for the most part, the Carling Cup and the FA Cup, the Champions League, this, that, and the other thing. And if they're not winning it, then they're getting really close year in and year out. And, and I'm not just going to pick on Man United. Look at Man City. Man City's behind all these players right now. Look at back 2 years. You'd have a heck of a time trying to recognize most of the starting players on Man City. Why? Because they're doing exactly what Man United is, buying all these players. Look at Chelsea, buying the championships, bringing Jose Mourinho, bringing all these high-quality players. He was able to mesh them together for 2 seasons in a row. Great. So yeah, so Englandrevival is correct. The problem isn't just with Man United, but look at their domination. Put 2 and 2 together. Their domination and other clubs wanting to stop that domination. In my respect, I'm not going to support a club that is the Goliath of the English Premier League. It's not like I'm taking a risk with that. Ooh, I'm really going out on a limb and supporting Manchester United. I'm not going to do it. I'm gonna root for the Wigans and the Fulhams and the Hulls and the Stoke and even Tottenham and Liverpool, because it's something different. It is not Chelsea or Arsenal or Man United at the top. It's somebody else. It's something different. Shake it up. But that doesn't mean those 5 other teams or 4 other teams are doing it. I was watching the FA Cup today, Aston Villa against Doncaster. Yeah, there you go, Doncaster. And it was a draw. But the point is, the commentators were making reference to how many players 2 years ago were still on the current Aston Villa team, or vice versa. And I think they said Barry and Milner. And that was it. The rest of the players are all new. And it's like, how sad is that? Where is the loyalty? Where is the dedication to one club? Well, when other clubs are willing to pay more and can pay more, they have a £200 million salary distribution to pay out. You're going to go there. You know, Wayne Rooney. Oh, I'm not going to stick with Everton. I have no loyalty to Everton. I'm going to go to Man United. Berbatov. I have no loyalty to Tottenham. I'm going to Man United. And it's there's no loyalty. Exclude a few players. You look at Tottenham right now, and Darren Bent. Darren Bent to me is the most overrated player there is. Not only can't he can't finish, but he's just going where the money is. You know, I thought maybe that was different when he was sticking with Charlton. He's just biding his time. You know, and you have the same on Liverpool, and you have the same in Arsenal and Chelsea. I mean, Arsenal. I mean, how many players on Arsenal are English, are British? You know, I can think of Theo Walcott and maybe one other, but you know, match in and match out, how many English players do they start? You know, they're not even staying in the country, let alone their academy. And Chelsea, they don't even have an academy to speak about, let alone develop any players on their current club. Great. So it's a systematic problem with all these clubs, but I think it's the source of the problem is to get rid of the domination by Manchester United. And it's not luck. It is not some divine intervention that is causing Man United to win all these championships. It's not that. It is not Sir Alex Ferguson in itself. There has been money, there has been revenue at the heart of Manchester United for a very long time. You ask any American and say, can you name just one English club, one English soccer, football club, and they would say, more often than not, if they could name anyone, it would be Manchester United. Because Manchester United has that international exposure, because they have the money to do it. The Glazers who own them right now are from America, and you know their pockets aren't light. They're full of cash, just as the billionaire owners of Man City and the Russian owner of Chelsea. I can't think of his name right now, but the point is, these are little hobbies of these owners, these billionaire owners, and who is going to suffer in the end run? It's going to be the fans, it's the supporters. They will pay the price. You know, you have the Newcastle supporters who are crying that they want to be competitive, but they don't have the owners to be competitive right now. And it's so sad. In the long run, this is going to hurt the Premier League, because there is no salary cap, there is no fixing, there is no limit to the amount of money that can be spent. And I'm sorry, Manchester is, as far as I know, is a big town in Britain. So it's a rather big town. And with the likes of Wigan and Sheffield, and they're not as big. Okay? And then you have all the clubs in London. And London's a big town too. But the point is, there's all this money, and it's in, you know, I don't know what I'm saying, I guess. But Englandrevival, that was a great comment. Thank you so much. If you want to make a video response, maybe I'm missing the ball. Maybe I'm just way off track, and I'm just a Man United hater, just because they're always on top. Who knows? But so if you want to make a video response, please, by all means. If you just want to leave a comment, please, by all means. I'm sorry, you know, I'm not going to vote for the Goliath. Goliath is expected to win, and I don't want that. I want smaller clubs. So my attitude won't change, but to clarify, it is not just Manchester United. It's now these handful of teams that are all trying to do the same thing, but I think Manchester United did kind of start it, and because of their domination. So, enough. Bye.